So when a lead fills out your form and you get that in your email, it takes a lot of time to reply to all of those. So what I have is an agent that does it for me. And when you click on get in touch on my website, it takes you to this form where you fill out your name, your email, company name, what you need help with, your budget, your industry, whatever. And then once you submit this form, I would have to reply to this lead, but now because of AI, I don't have to, and the AI will reply to this lead personally, specifically based on how they answer the questions. So let me show you right now. So here I've given you some example of a lead, Marcus Tan, with this email, the company, and all of this, and I'm gonna just press submit. Okay, and now I'm gonna open up my email address as if I was the lead. And so if I'm the lead, I'm gonna get an email within like 3 minutes personally explaining to me what the solution is to the problem I put in the form. And so any second now I should get an email from, well, myself, but it will basically be talking to me as if I was the lead that, there it is, as if I was the lead. So you can see it says, thank you for filling out our form. Hey, Marcus, we have a proposal. You can find it here. Client onboarding and lead pipeline automation for Marcus Tan. Now that's exactly what I talked about when I filled out the form. It gives also the cost breakdown. It gives us a scope. It gives us a bunch of stuff as well. So you'll basically be able to format this however you want to, and you can also edit the message however you want to, but it's based on the way the lead answers the questions. It's very simple to build. It's very easy. This is what it looks like. Okay, very easy to make. It will take us only 10 minutes to build this entire thing, and it will auto respond to all of your leads. And you can even go one step further and have it only respond to hot leads, or only respond to warm leads and cold leads, and push the hot ones to you, or vice versa, whatever it is that you want to do. So let's get into how to build it. Alright, so we're going to make this in N8N, which is a great place to build very simple workflows like this. Recently, I know a lot of people have been on Cloud Code and its huge capabilities, which I do believe are phenomenal, but for some things like this where it's very, very simple and very direct and it's just a step-by-step process, there isn't really too much thinking involved or reasoning, then you probably want to use a low-cost, low-energy, very predictable solution, which is exactly what N8N offers. Alright, cool. So once you've made an account, you log in, you get your 14-day free trial on N8N. You can use it to test out and see if you want to stay or not. But the initial part of this is all based on an email. So whether you have a Google form, or you have it on Tavly, or you have it, whatever form software you're going to use, we're banking on the email that comes through once a lead fills out the form. Now, this is if you have that. You could have a different trigger, which could be something completely different. Maybe it's not an email. Maybe it's just an additional row in a Google Sheet, or it's some other way that you have it. But for this video, I'll show you how to do it with email. So you just have to go here, click on Gmail, and go to on message received, and set up the Gmail account that you want to use. So I, for example, will just use my main Gmail account, which is this one that I've set up here. And I have it running every minute to check for a message received. I'll add a single filter, which will be of the sender, and I can do that because the person that's going to send us the email is this address here, because for me it's a Google form which the lead fills out. So the reply will come in via this email. So you can see if I open my email, so two things. One is that I have a Google form here, email, which tells me about all of the emails that are filling out my lead form. And two, I have this from my agent, which says, hey, your response agent just sent the info for whatever. It's a way of updating you when it finishes doing a certain task. So since I get the email coming here from form receipts, no reply, I've used that one as the filter here. Okay. Now, just to make sure that it's the right one and the email is of the right nature, we'll put an if node here. And okay, so let me first run this once, which should get us an email. One new response. Yeah, thanks. Okay, so I'll pin this. Now if we go here, I'm going to put the snippet here. I'm going to change this to be contains, and I'm only going to check that it contains this sentence here. Okay, if it has this sentence, then it's about our form for filling out for leads. So as you can see, obviously in this case it's true. Now the good news is that Google Forms will make a spreadsheet for you to track the responses to your form. So for example, I would have something like this which checks it off. This is a column that you have to add yourself. So you simply, the way you would do this is by simply going here. So alright, you would, for example, we would put sent. I press enter, press this arrow, edit column type, and do checkbox. Okay, you're gonna get it like that. So that'll be the way we track which leads we have sent an email to and which ones we haven't. So from here, we'll go into a Google Sheets node, and we're gonna do get rows in sheet. I'm going to choose the AI automation consultant, the consultation request from the form responses, and what I want to find is who have I not responded to. So at what point is responded false? Now right now we won't get any because I've already emailed all those people, so this will return us nothing, empty. If I untick the last one, we now have that one item coming through. Okay, so you can imagine if I had, for example, these two unticked, I would then get two items, right? So we want to deal with them one by one, having the agent reply to each of them separately so it doesn't mix up the context. Okay, so here, what you'll do is you'll go ahead and add a loop node with a batch size of 1. Delete these, and if we run this, we'll get a single item to come through here. I'll open up a set node just so I can gather the key lead info that I need right now is the full name, the email, the company name, the problem that they're facing, the budget, and their primary industry. So basically all the information except false for responded and the row number. I'm taking all the rest of it. Okay, so if I run this from the start, comes through and we have our one item here. Okay, so here's now where we're actually going to use an AI agent. So you press on this plus and you can go to agent and click on AI agent. Change this to define below. And here is where we're going to pass all of this information. So click on expression here and then make it full screen, and then you can type full name and you can just drag it in here. It turns green and let go and it'll go there. Okay, then we'll have email. Again, drag it, let go when it turns green and it stays in there. We need to put all of this data into here. Okay, so it looks like this when you're done dragging and dropping. Turn on require specific output format, and then go to add option and go into system message. So here's where probably the most important part is, because here we're going to tell the agent what it does, who it is, what is its job, what does it need to do, and what tools can it use to get the job done. So I've already pre-written a system prompt, which you are free to copy. It's in the description, so you can grab it there. It's decently long because it contains a JSON schema too. But it says you are a proposal generation specialist for an AI automation agency. Your job is to take qualified leads intake, so whatever. This entire thing is all here, and you can grab this from the description. And make sure when you paste it in, turn it into fixed, because it might auto become expression, but make sure you make it fixed because it contains JSON within it. Okay, now we turned on this. So you see if I turn it off, I have 3 things here. When I turn it on, I have 4. That's because we have an output parser now. The output parser will make sure that the agent is giving us the correct format that we need. Now, there's two ways to do it. One is with the output parser, but a more reliable way to do it is just to use a code node. So you can go in here and turn that off. Click on chat model, and you can pick whatever you want. There's OpenAI, there's Gemini, I think there's Grok. Yeah, I'm gonna use Anthropic because I just think Claude is really good. I'll choose Sonnet 4.6, leave these the way they are, and that's pretty much what you need for this. Okay. Now, we need the agent to be able to reply but not make up stuff, right? It needs to be able to actually get real company and real business data. So, what you just have to do is type in rag here, open up the starter template. Alright, so here it's going to tell you to upload your file, and here's the data store. You'll get a vector store key. Just click on the default one if you have never used it. If you have already used it up, then make a new one. And then it'll give you a chance to upload your file. So when you click execute workflow, it'll come here and it'll allow you to upload a file. So personally, what I have here is a PDF of my SOPs, right? My standard operating procedure as an AI automation agency, which is here. So this is my SOP. This is all the information that I would personally use if I was supposed to give a client or a lead a proposal. Just after figuring out what it is that they want, I would go through this document to figure out what I need to tell them. So I'm going to give that document to the AI to use. So when you go ahead here, you just drop in your form. As you saw, it opened up a little box. Drop the form in there. All right, once you have the form in there, you can close this and you can come back here, press on tool and type in vector, and then click on simple vector store. Now put retrieve documents as tool for AI agent, and in the vector store key, make sure you click on the one that you just used when you uploaded the file of your standard operating procedure. Okay, and as for the description, you can copy mine. It's already in the description. Well, it's in the video description for you to copy and put into this description. It's pretty much explaining what this tool is supposed to do. Okay, so this is the search SOP database. So copy that and paste that in there as well as the name as the title of this thing. Okay, so this means that the agent can actually, it can read this PDF. It can read this PDF before it decides how to reply to the email. And this PDF is important because it's my SOP as a business. So I'll bring this here, but now we need to give it an embedding model. So here you can just use OpenAI text embedding 3 small. If you're new to N8N, you get free OpenAI credits. You can use those here as well. So it's whatever you want to do. So we'll use OpenAI Text 3 embedding small because it's very cheap and just very affordable to use. Okay, perfect. Now the next thing we want to do is give it the ability to output proper JSON. So right now it's not gonna output proper JSON because we didn't give it the output parser. So what it's gonna do, it's gonna end up outputting just plain text. So if I run it from the start, figuring out what information it has about the lead, we've gone ahead and gone with item 1 in that list, and it's given us this the proposal title, the description name. But you see, this isn't JSON, this is text formatted as JSON, which is not what we need. We need actual JSON. So let me go pin this. So to fix this, you put a code node in JavaScript, and again, the whole workflow is already in the description, so it's there for free. You can grab it and just paste it into your N8N. You don't have to watch this whole video and do the whole setup. But this is the code node that we will use. So if I execute this step, you can see it outputs the actual structured JSON that we need. Okay, so this is what we needed. We needed output proper JSON. Okay, so let me pin this. Now the next thing you're going to do is open up a Google Drive node right here. What you're looking for is copy file. So what we want to copy actually essentially is the proposal template. So here I have a NA10 template proposal, which is basically just all of this stuff which has some dummy text that we want to be able to replace. So all I'll do is grab this ID. All right, I'll come here. I'm gonna do this by ID and paste it in there. And for the file name, I'm just gonna drag this into there, and I'll allow copy in the same folder. That's fine. So if I run this now, we should have it should make a copy of the file. All right, perfect. So we have a copy of the file, and this is the new ID of the new file, which is the one that we actually are going to replace the text in. So if I'll pin this, and here I'll open up Slides, Google Slides, and we'll do replace text in a presentation. So the way that this works, we'll grab the ID here, and what you want to do is, as we had the dummy text, so you see proposal title, what I want this node to do is I want it to look for this, which, as you can see exactly how it's written, I'm going to write it exactly like that here, proposal title, and I want it to be replaced with the proposal title. All right, where it says description name, or even if we go look here where it says short scope title 1, I want that to be replaced with the actual short scope title 1. How do I do that? I'm going to search for short scope title 1. Is that how it was written? Yeah, S, T, and O are capital. Okay. I'm going to replace it with this. See, it says replace with. So you need to go through and do that for all of the ones here, all of the dummy names that we have used. All right, so once you're done, it should look something like this. Okay? And so now if I execute this from the start, I want to keep that as it is. You can see the replace text is finally done. And so we're moving towards the end of the workflow now. So all you want, the last part is to send an email. So let me go ahead and pin this. I'm opening up Gmail. I'm going to just look for send a message. And I'm going to choose my Gmail account. Who are we going to send it to? Well, if we go back to edit fields, I had an email address in there. Okay, I'll say thanks for, let's make it a bit less formal. Thanks for filling out the form. Here is how we can help. Okay, then I'll probably put this into text. And I'm gonna go ahead and go to message. Okay, make it an expression, full screen. Okay, so I want to take the name, but I don't want to say their full name. That seems a bit weird. So I'll do dot split this, like single quotes, put a space there, and then write a 0. So that'll give us the first name. And then this link will open up the presentation. So if I open this up now, oh, we need to share this file. Okay. So, well, actually, after we replace the text, let's go here and open up another Google Drive node and do share file by ID. We'll share this, add permission, put reader, and put anyone. Okay, so if I execute this step now and I reload this page, no. Still not. Okay. How about now? Alright, I think we gotta put on writer. So I'll go here, I'll put writer, execute that step. Now if I go and I grab the link that the lead will get, I should be able to look at, make sure you have the correct file in the URL. All right, let's run it from the start, because there's no reason that this should not work. All right, let me see now. Share file. By ID. Anyone can. That's weird. I was opening the wrong thing. All right, anyway, so you can see the proposal is here of what the lead would get. Okay. All right, cool. So we want that to function, which it does, thankfully. So if I execute this step, it will send an email to my email. All right, perfect. Anyways, the last thing we want to do now is mark off this lead as responded. So we'll go here, open Google Sheets, look for update row in sheet, and we want to get the same spreadsheet, map each column manually. We'll match on the row number, go to the loop over items. This is the row number, and mark responded as true. So if I execute this step and I go back, see now it's marked as true, and that is the whole system. We'll take this and connect it back in here. Okay, so now if I unpin all this and I run it again, let's clear the executions, I run it from the start. We have this last person, which is this Marcus Tan again, who I just keep repeating as a lead because it's just an easy name to remember, who my email should be getting another proposal from, which isn't this one. Oh, by the way we can get rid of this email was sent automatically with N8N because it's not very professional for a lead to see that. I'll show you how to remove that in a second. But what I want to show you is if I look here, and we watch the checkboxes over there, and I come here, I should get an email any second now. Is this the one? 10:48? Yeah. See? Checkbox automatically checked, and I have a Google Doc. I have a Calendly link that I can use to book a meeting because I think the proposal is great. I think they understand the issues that I'm facing. Whatever. I can go ahead and use the Calendly link here to book a meeting. Now, to get rid of this email was sent with N8N automatically, what you have to do is just go back into N8N, go to where the email was, add option, and then look for append N8N attribution and turn that off. And now the email will no longer have that tiny thing. Now, just as a final step, what I have is a second send email. All right, send the email, which comes from when the thing is done. And what this will do is it will tell me, hey, this is your lead response agent. I just sent the, and then I go to the AI agent, and it's, well, let's actually go to the format. It'll say I just sent the proposal title. So I just sent the client onboarding and lead pipeline automation proposal to, and then I'm going to put the name, which was Marcus, for the cost in 2 equal installments. So then I get this email in my inbox, right, which notifies me of all the leads that my AI agent here, this one, is responding to on my behalf. That's it. That's like a full setup. It's so customizable as well. You can go ahead and you can change out what you want the agent to keep. I've just done it this way. What you want it to keep in the proposal, what you want it to move or to change to be more personal. Maybe you want to change the email. Obviously, when you get this, guys, you know you need to change the Calendly link to your actual Calendly link, or you want to change the style of the style of the proposal. Maybe you want to send a video link to a Loom video. Whatever it is you want to do. The SOPs that you can use are not very limited, really. Maybe this vector store is local, so you want to be a bit careful with that. But if you upgrade to, for example, Pinecone or something like that, you can definitely hook up a bunch more documents and have it be very, very intellectual about its responses. Give it examples of your good email responses so it can mimic those. Pretty much endless opportunity here for improvement and for making it better suited to your actual use cases. If you want me to do that for you, there is a Calendly link, which is the one that's in this video. It's in the description. I know it's a 3-hour link, but it's not actually a 3-hour meeting. It's just 3 hours just to be safe. And there's also my LinkedIn, so you can message me there if you want me to help you build a workflow or you want help using AI to solve a certain issue in your business or a bottleneck, or you're wondering how to actually get started with all of this stuff because it's just too much. You can just message in my LinkedIn. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it. More videos on Claude are going to be coming out now soon because I've been obsessing over Claude Code, and I finally managed to get the Telegram connection and the Claude Code connection and my browser connection and my Google Drive connection. And so I have this crazy assistant that can do multiple things at multiple times, whether I'm at my laptop or I'm not, because I have my phone and I can run everything from my phone, which is pretty crazy. Like make lead magnets and have them get posted to YouTube. Like I can literally send a YouTube video link to a Telegram chat and say, extract the key content from this, make 3 lead magnets from it, and post them all onto my LinkedIn come up with a good post for each of them and post them. And it can do that, which is pretty insane how far we've come as far as AI goes. So yeah, if you want to know more about all that, it's all gonna come soon. So I'll see you.